Hey gang, welcome to the Cross-Eyed Texan, and we are about to do our very first shave with the Henson AL-13 medium. I purposefully did not get the original because I knew that it would be too mild, and I'm hoping that this one is not, because I'm looking for something a little less than my Game Changer 0.84. But not, I want to be able to shave every day, because I could do that, or at least every other day. And as much as I love my Game Changer, it's not a good everyday shaver for me. Okay, keeping with channel protocols, we're going to be using Tabak. This is what I use every time I review a new piece of gear. Okay, and I'm going to be using a blade that I'm familiar with, and in this case, it is Gillette Permasharp. I absolutely love these blades. They're great. I've used them in every razor, and they've performed well in every razor. They're smooth, they're sharp, and I just think they're great. So, hang on just a second here. This may be a little longer video than normal because I didn't have everything ready to go. One thing I do like about this razor so far is those bars right there. Those bars make lining the blades up very easy. And you can tell if you have a medium version because you'll see plus plus right there. So let's load this up. Now I'm not as concerned about the weight of this razor, although this thing weighs 38 grams. I will say this, Henson, I would love to see y'all make a stainless steel version of this and sell it for $50. I know y'all can do it. If y'all can do it with aircraft grade aluminum, you can certainly do it with stainless steel. So, and I did switch. I'm not going to use the brush that I showed you in my thumbnail. I'm going to be using my board brush. I like to use board brushes when I'm using harder soaps. It just feels better. It just seems to break it up a little better. So I hope you guys are having a good Easter with your family. I hope you had a good church service if you went, and if you didn't, I hope you're having fun anyway. There's a lot of ham going on right now, and I just don't need in shaving videos. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take this pick. I'm going to take about that much. I'm going to take a little bit more. So my shave prep is a really good shower. And I used Tabak body wash. And if you've never used Tabak body wash, I highly recommend it. If you like the smell of Tabak, you're going to love the smell of the body wash. So let me mash this around in here and throw a little water at it. I'm so excited. I hope this is more aggressive than the proof razor that I have. I really do. More water. Just a few drops of water at a time. And if you got more water than you got soap, just add some more soap. I really think people overcomplicate making a lather. We're not putting together rocket fuel. There's two ingredients. Some soaps it takes a little more water than others, and some soaps it takes a little less, but And that's where we are already with tabak. There's still some bubbles in there that I don't particularly care for, so we're going to keep at it. Look at that. Yeah, it's everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to wet the face a little bit and take some of this that slopped out on my counter. Now, a lot of you have seen me use the Preshave, the Preshave, and I do enjoy that, but there are certain soaps that I don't think I need that with, and tabak would be one of them. My camera's crooked, I just noticed it, but it's going to have to stay crooked. A little more water. I bought jet black because I can see that blade a little bit better. There's a lot of considerations you have to make when you buy things when you're visually impaired. As many of you know, I am a Christian and I do read the Bible a lot. And I can't have just one Bible because of vision restraints. I have Bibles that have as low as a 11-point font and ones that are as big as a 16. And it just depends on where I am, the lighting situation, and you know, how my eyes are doing that day. And a lot that carry, I said that to say this, it carries over a lot with shaving sometimes. I want to give this razor every benefit of the doubt, okay? Whoops. I'm not going to edit that out. Super easy to find the angle. Very smooth. Not too bad. Still pretty mild. Let's rinse this out and dry the face off. Let's see if I got enough residual. Razor needs some weight to it, that's for sure. Gotta say, although it doesn't have very much blade feel, it did a pretty good job. I like it better thus far than the proof razor. But now comes the part that often makes me want to scream and throw stuff against the grain. Some people like to put on less shaving soap the second batch, the second pass. I'm not one of those people. I find that on the second pass is when I need it the most. All right, so. Oh, by the way, they make an EDT for tobacco, which I'm sure some of you know about. It's very good. Wow. I don't want to get too excited, but I will say this razor feels better going across my neck than any razor I've tried so far. Wow, I've been quiet for a long time. I forgot you guys were there. I was getting into that shave. Wow. A couple of spots I could get. That was way better than the proof razor. And if I were to put a feather blade in here, I'm sure that would ramp it up even more. The only thing I need to get is down here on my neck. That was a great shave. Wow. Does it have the blade feel of the Game Changer that I normally use? No, it doesn't. And does your camera keep falling out of balance? Yes, it does. But that's okay. That was great. I gotta be honest, I didn't expect to like it. Because so far every razor, well, not every razor, a lot of the razors I've tried I just haven't liked. No feedback from this. Well, first shave with one of my favorite blades in it was great. Two pass shave plus a little pickup on my neck. I'm super impressed with this. I am certainly glad, however, I did not get the medium. I think the standard one is good for newbies, but if you shave every day and you are a veteran wet shaver, or heck, even if you're not, this thing is not aggressive enough to where it's going to tear your face up. I'm pretty impressed with it. And let's decide what we're going to do. You know what? I had this out on my counter from the last shave, and we're just going to put a little bit of this on. I use very little. Oh yeah, that is awesome. First shave, absolutely recommend it. What a great little razor. And remember, this is the AL-13 medium. Now, I would like to see them find a solution to how light this is. I think it would be even better if it was heavier. And I would like to see them try to make something like this in stainless steel instead of titanium, because I'm not paying $200 for a razor. Anyway, that's my review of this little gem. It's a great little razor. Surprised the snot out of me. And a few other things. You guys have a great day. Thank you for subscribing. Like the video, share it, tell your friends about it. Whatever you want to do. Talk to y'all later.